Hey guys, in my last speed paint video, I went over categories 4 and 5 in my notes for my succubi and demon race in my world. So today we're diving into categories 6 and 7, hopefully even 8. And like always, the full wiki for all of these notes is linked on my website, which you can find in my bio. In this section of my world's guide, I want to talk about succubi, specifically their pheromones, their sexuality, and the sacred nature of their bonds. First, let's start with pheromones. Succubi naturally emit magical pheromones, but their effects depend entirely on who they're interacting with around friendly species, including other demons. These pheromones heighten sensuality and attraction. They can subtly encourage bonding, deepen emotional connections, and even influence mating behavior. It's not always intentional. In fact, most of the time, it isn't. Their pheromone release is instinctual. It's closely tied to emotion, stress levels, and mating cues. A succubus who is anxious, overwhelmed, in love, or feeling protective may release them without even realizing it. However, those same pheromones affect hostile beings very differently. To threats, especially angels. Succubi pheromones act almost like a mild toxin. They can cause discomfort, nausea, or even physical weakness. It's a biological defense mechanism built into their nature. What feels intoxicating to an ally can feel poisonous to an enemy. Now moving into their sexual nature. Contrary to common myths, succubi do not drain life force through sex. They don't require constant sexual activity to survive, and they're not predators in the way most legends portray them. That said, they do experience an elevated libido compared to many other species. They're more prone to sexual addiction or heightened desire, but this is rooted in their magical and hormonal makeup, not survival. Sexual activity can actually help stabilize them emotionally and mentally. Without healthy outlets, succubi are more vulnerable to corruption, emotional spiraling, or even slipping into a state that resembles magical instability or insanity. It isn't about hunger, it's about balance. Physical affection among demons is also very distinct. Rather than grand public displays, they tend to express affection through subtle physical gestures. A common one is tail curling, wrapping their tail around their partner's tail as a sign of trust and romantic interest. If their partner doesn't have a tail, they'll often curl it gently around their leg instead. It's intimate, protective, and symbolic. These gestures signal bonding and emotional closeness more than words ever could. Finally, there are soul bonds, or life mates. This is one of the most sacred rituals in demon culture. The exact method varies depending on region or cultural tradition. Some demons drink each other's blood in a ritual meant to spiritually link their souls. Others carve their partner's name into their own flesh, symbolically binding their lifespans together. Once a soul bond is formed, it is lifelong. There is no true concept of divorce. A bonded pair are considered life mates in every sense, spiritually, magically, and socially. Traditional weddings still exist, even outside of soul bonding. Many ceremonies include a symbolic knot-tying ritual to represent two lives being intertwined. For succubi and demons alike, connection isn't casual. It's powerful, sacred, and often eternal. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, I'll be covering the next 2 sections, so stay tuned. For now, enjoy the rest of the speed paint.